Y'all, what's going on? What's going on today? Oh, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food I'm about to receive for nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. We are eating some homemade buttermilk biscuits and home fries, bacon, and eggs.
Better than pop. Well, kind of Papa's and yours are the same.
I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see everything that's going down up in here. So we got, like I said, we got some biscuits, bacon, potatoes, and eggs. I am eating some alga syrup. If you don't know about it, you gotta get you some, okay? I mean, I guess people say it tastes like molasses. I don't know, but it's the best thing to eat with biscuits, or at least in my opinion anyway. Do you want ketchup on the potatoes? So how are y'all doing? It is, don't know when y'all gonna see this one, but it is Saturday morning and we are lounging it, chilling, maxing and relaxing, okay? And eating food. And I feel like...
Oh, I don't got no fork.
You do.
Where? Oh.
I don't have a fork. I don't got no. And you definitely gonna have to eat some eggs too.
Okay.
It's real, the alga syrup is real thick syrup, but I guess it kind of tastes like molasses or something, I don't know, but it's good to me. I love it. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I guess I'm gonna just put it up here. I'm gonna dip my... So what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Well, I'm trying to, my goal is to not to leave the house today. And I think I will succeed.
Why do you want to leave the house?
I don't want to leave the house today. This was like a typical Saturday, Sunday morning meal in our house. Growing up, I mean, we love biscuits or pancakes, but biscuit day was awesome. I may do a video making the biscuits, and then my sister's gonna talk about me because she says I'm giving up trade secrets. Giving up trade secrets on our family recipes and stuff. But since my dad won't open up a restaurant, then this is how y'all gonna have to get him. You know what I'm saying? Because he cooks really good. Biscuits be so good, man.
Oh yeah. If don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Even if you aren't new and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get notifications of next time we post a video. And that's all.
Leave us some comments.
And leave us some comments. You know, you can interact with us. Just tell us what you want to eat, what you want us to eat.
So I heated my syrup up because it's really thick. Cold, but I mean I'll eat it either way. Usually what I'll do is I'll pour it on my biscuit and heat my biscuit up. But I can dip it today. What's up, baby? I know, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till you be able to eat next month, man.
Next month?
When he turns 6 months, then I'm gonna start giving him food. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna do baby-led weaning, which is basically just skipping purees and stuff and giving them straight table food. Like, basically everything we eat, he's gonna be offered. He may not eat it. Because, I mean, generally, they say food before one is just for fun. And especially if I'm breastfeeding, like, you know, it's really his main source of nutrition. Most of it obviously is to help them to avoid. There are a lot of benefits to baby-led weaning, like to avoid like food allergies and stuff like that by introducing foods to them early or whatever, and avoid having picky eaters because they're eating everything that you're eating. You know, obviously they're getting used to and having food more often or whatever. Like, you don't have to, you know, it won't be weird transit.
Give them like some eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him literally everything we eat. He gonna eat.
You mean he gonna eat even this biscuit?
Yeah, I would give him a biscuit. What the idea is to like cut stuff in strips or whatever, stuff that they can pick up with their hands, and feed them that way. So, and you know, but that it's suggested that you wait until they turn 6 months, obviously, to make sure that they need to be sitting up unassisted, and at least 6 months of age or whatever. Starting it too early could affect their digestive system. Oh, still okay. Sorry, it was. I was just because my watch went off. So
maybe all the food will do everything, you know, or not.
What you talking about, bro?
Like maybe he will eat the food, or he will not. Like, you even gonna give him some nuts?
Literally everything that we eat, he's gonna eat.
You mean even some noodles?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Obviously there's a cost benefit because although if I was going to give him baby food, I was gonna puree his stuff myself. I wasn't gonna like buy store-bought stuff because, you know, they put a lot of stuff in their stuff. Although Gavin is fine and he had that stuff, but I don't know. My sister-in-law laughs at me because clearly I'm like doing all this experimenting with Grayson. Well, I wasn't like this with Gavin. So like, cause she keeps Grayson and she laughs like she's really sick of me or whatever about his like bottles and stuff like that, because I'm in this breastfeeding group and, you know, just talking about recommendations on like bottle feeding versus breastfeeding and stuff like that.
Have we only got to one?
What are you talking about?
Is that the only one you've been to, or have you been more
Been where?
To the breastfeeding club?
Yeah, that was the only one I went to.
Okay. You need to go more. You do. You need to learn.
It's on a group. It was an in-person meetup, but we meet virtually. Because
so you're saying they don't meet all the time?
No, just once a month. So
but it is once a month.
Gavin, I can't go because usually the time that they plan for the meetups is during the time that you have karate. That's why I haven't gone.
Oh.
Anywho.
Well, maybe we could go to one today.
No, it's not today.
Oh yeah.
And they canceled the one for this month anyway. Anywho, like I was saying, she's has me cracking up because like when she was feeding Bubby, she was giving him maybe like 2 ounces every 2 hours or something like that. And
Wait,
he
who
seemed
was giving him 2 ounces?
TT Laura. And he seemed like he was still hungry, and so she wanted to give him more, but she, asked me first or whatever, and I was like, it just seems like a lot. Like they, recommend I sent her these.
Yeah.
I sent her these like informationals that like circulate in the breastfeeding group or whatever about like pace feeding and stuff like that. And first of all, I love the way she talks to me. I just told my dad this yesterday that she cusses me out on the daily, and I absolutely love it. And so she was like,
"Wait, you absolutely love when she just cusses you out?"
Yes.
What's the problem with you?
So she was like, first of all, don't send me no paragraph. But she texted me this, but I can imagine how she said it. That's exactly how she said it. Effectively, she didn't care about what the breastfeeding group was talking about. What she know is that when she be giving him that bottle, he want more. I was eating and he said, I want to eat too. So what was I gonna say? I think I was saying was, I hope the thing didn't cut off. When I looked down at my watch, it wasn't recording anymore. But all she knew is that he wasn't hungry. I mean, he was still hungry.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He's tricking you. He's tricking you.
All she knew is that he was still like seeming like he was hungry, or he was fussing her out basically. So then she started doing like 3 or what do you need? 3 ounces and then 4 ounces every 3 hours or whatever. So I just didn't want him to overeat. And I mean, realistically, the 4 ounces probably every 2 hours is realistic, because he sometimes eats for me like every hour. And when I'm pumped, this is probably way too much information, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. When I pump and my letdown comes down, when your letdown is just basically when the milk comes in, and it happened. I mean, I pump at least 2 ounces, and that's just merely from the letdown, plus whatever milk other milk may be in there, So in any event, it was funny because at first I didn't want her to give him that much or whatever. I kind of just wanted her to stall him out, or at least only give him like 2 ounces every 2 hours. But I mean, homie be hungry, and I was like, well, dang, just feed the baby. I don't want him to starve. He eats well or whatever. And yeah, and I mean, if I'm gone for, they say that babies need at least 1 ounce or 1.5 ounces for every hour that you're away from them. And if I'm gone for 10 hours, then he should at least be eating 15 ounces or whatever. And however she breaks up the bottles or whatever. So, which is fine. So, and it was funny. But I did say that when we were initially talking about it. But then it was funny because she was just like, well, what you want me to do, girl? Because he hungry. Like, and I was like, well. And one day I came in to pick him up, and it probably seemed like I had an epiphany, and I was just like, we're just going to feed him. Whatever, obviously whatever schedule she feels. Or however much and stuff like that, as long as he's getting I don't think he should get no more than 15, but because I just thought that 4 ounces at one time for the age that he is a lot and stuff like that. And I just don't want it to be a thing where, I guess my concern is if he, overeats there.
You could probably overeat at home.
No. If he eats more, then that means that he's gonna want more from me. He won't be satisfied when I feed him, when I breastfeed him and stuff like that. So But in all actuality, my body will adjust and adjust to however much he's eating. So if he's eating more, my body's gonna produce more. That's just what it is. When you move milk, you make milk. So I just don't, I just didn't want, I don't know. Well, Gavin, but it was my.
What? Did it start over?
Hopefully y'all can see the food too.
Oh.
But it was my
yeah,
fault.
they can see the food. They can see the biscuit. They can see the bacon. Wait, do I still have bacon? Oh, that's your side. You still have a little bit of bacon.
When I had Gavin, my supply like tremendously reduced, and I didn't know how to troubleshoot that. So I basically I had to supplement at first with Gavin. So I had to give him half formula, half breast milk when he wasn't with me, and then I just ended up at 7 months just giving him straight up formula, because I just didn't think I wasn't producing enough or whatever for the bottles that I was sending to daycare and stuff like that. I think I was tired too, because honestly, man, breastfeeding is a job. Breastfeeding and pumping is a full-time job, in addition to all the other things that you have to do. It's crazy. Crazy. Right now while I'm breastfeeding, I so much rather have him at home with me. That way I don't have to pump. Or definitely would rather not go anywhere without him, because I have to pump last weekend? I had a girls' night and I had to pump. Well, that day, I had to pump the whole day, but me and Gavin had went to the mall. Had to pump when we left the mall. Had to pump in the middle of dinner. Well, I pumped after they took our food order. Then I pumped. But I'm very thankful that I was fortunate enough to get this pump called the Willow Pump, and it's basically a wireless pump. Literally has no cords. It looks like 2 breast cups or whatever, and I just put it in my bra. And they have either you can pump into these bags, or you can pump into the container and pour the milk in the containers into bottles or whatever. It has made this time around so much more easier. So much more easy. Or easier. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but that pump is a godsend for real, because yeah. Otherwise, you really don't have to use an electric pump. You can hand express or use a manual pump. Electric pumps are just faster. I really need to. I've hand expressed before, but I really need to master it, just in case I need to for whatever reason. And this girl in the group, she said that she really learned to master it, and she thought it was faster. At one point she stopped using her pump and just hand expressed. Interesting combo, I'm sure. So yeah, hopefully. So what I did was, with our green screen, I kind of nailed it to the wall. I'm just gonna keep it up. I was putting it up and resetting up every time, but I'm just gonna keep it up. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Mommy. So guys, remember when we did the non-show video? We still have some maybe chips in there. But what if it literally had like the bag, and there was just like chips in it, like no bags, nothing.
What are you talking about?
That. People, if your school is being canceled and your kid can't go to school or you can't go to work, it's because of the corona virus.
Actually crazy. Yeah, I was kind of trying to avoid talking about it for real because it's crazy. We live in Ohio and they and maybe at school, I mean, nationwide thing at this point, but I know that they close, like in Ohio, schools have been, they just got an extended spring break for 3 weeks, so.
And I'm going to go into April, which I will miss half my school semester.
But Gavin ain't going to miss nothing because
we're going to jump back into our learning, but it's just going to be like...
No, what I'm saying is Gavin doesn't miss anything because Gavin learns at home. I make him do work even when, like on the weekends, like before he can watch TV or play a game or anything when he ain't playing a game right now. But before he can watch TV, he has to do some sort of work. So I always, in the summertime, I get him like workbooks and stuff so that he can like start studying stuff for the next grade. So we still have third grade books that he barely even touched this year, only because and I had started doing that too because like in kindergarten they barely had any homework. They didn't have any homework in kindergarten, so I got the little books so that he could do homework and stuff at home. And I've just kept with that. I got it really the idea from my sister-in-law because she did that with my niece or what have you. Like she always made her work in the summertime, like probably half the summer she'll go over what she learned in the previous grade, and then the next half start her on what they'll be learning the next year or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that because we can't afford to be off. We got to be on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we already behind. We ahead and we behind. Okay. I mean, you could be ahead and be behind at the same time. So yeah, I make sure that he is still learning and stuff. So oh shoot, hopefully I didn't.
We're probably going to go to my family in Virginia.
But I did see that Scholastic, Gavin, using that here. I did see that Scholastic books or whatever. If you guys, I forget if I remember.
Scholastic News?
No, I think the website is www.scholastic.com/learn-at-home, but basically they have some free resources for kids to still learn while they're not in school. And then so I know it's unfortunate some people don't have access to like computers and stuff like that or the internet outside of their phones and stuff. So but I would definitely encourage you all to pass that along. That's a resource that you can use. Was gonna say I usually go to Five and Below and get him the workbooks and stuff that I got. So and Five and Below always has like they always at least have reading and math books that you can get for whatever grade they're in. And then I also go to Ollie's bargain outlet or whatever it's called, and they always have like those big, like they're like big workbooks and stuff, and I usually always get those as well. So those are just a couple of things. Obviously, I know the libraries are supposed to close soon if they're not closed already, or at least in Ohio they're closing the library. So I know that eliminates like kids being able to go.
Hand sanitizer because it could drop in there and we could get killed.
You need to go wash your hands and wipe and clean your mouth off in the bathroom. What was I about to say? What the heck was? Oh, so you know, the libraries are closing or whatever. So you know, I know. In the books at 5 and below, they're usually, I don't even think they're actually $5. They're usually less than $5. So you know, definitely pass that along. Because I was gonna say, you know, if we could still go to a library, you know, we could print worksheets off and stuff like that. I'm sure there's so many, you know, learning apps that kids could probably use if they have tablets, or you know, if you have a phone and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, it's a lot of resources out here for these babies to still learn if they aren't in school. And you know, I feel for parents that don't, you know, have access to a lot of this stuff and probably can't. I don't know. Hopefully, I know it was short notice, but I think, well, with Gavin's class, we already had stuff that we were working on. Like we had 2 projects that a project and then this other thing that we were supposed to be working on. So we'll be working on that while he's out. What else? Man, now, don't get me wrong, I definitely understand. It's definitely necessary for these kids to be out or whatever, because we got to be concerned about them too, not just, you know, the adults and stuff like that. You know, I definitely wouldn't want him to get sick or whatever, or, you know, get it and, you know, be passing it off to somebody else, because, you know, apparently the kids can be, well, actually kids are carriers for a lot of stuff. Like they be around a lot of germs at school. But, you know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, they could, you know, for kids that, you know, that school meal was probably the only meal that they would get during the day or what have you. It's just sad, man. And I wish I had, you know, the capacity to, you know, hold a couple kids over here or whatever. Like, I don't know. It sucks for the kids, but, you know, it's a necessary evil. I mean, it's not evil, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Definitely uplift the nation, the whole earth, okay, in prayer or whatever, that this passes or whatever. And yeah, man, it's really crazy. So with that, we're gonna peace up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave some comments down below. Let us know things you'd like to see us try. And interact with us, because we do love to interact with you guys. And sorry about the one video. What's the video? The Kool-Aid pie video. For whatever reason, the comments keep turning off on that. I don't know why. So I don't know. Is it because, you know what? I don't know. I didn't put that it was made for kids or whatever, but I don't know. Maybe I have to go and check the settings on that. I mean, even if Gavin is on the video by itself, it's still not made for kids. It's made for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Made for us adults, for our entertainment. So yeah, I gotta figure that out, because I had seen that people commented, but then like when I went to reply to the comments, they were gone, and I was like, and then I looked at the settings, and like when I first posted the video, the comments was off, and then they had got turned off again. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? So I'm going there. I'm gonna actually check that out here in a bit. Anywho, yeah, but other than that, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. And I say hit that bell so you get notifications next time we post a video. And sorry, I just gotta, once I figure out you know how to set it up, now that I'm gonna leave this up permanently or whatever, I just gotta get that together. I think I just need to put it so you guys can see my head, because I know my head is usually always cut off, especially where we were, because it's not the same place where we were filming before. So hold on, I just gotta make sure that I'm still recording, not sitting here talking to myself. Okay, still recording. Yeah, so I just gotta, you know, fix this or whatever so that y'all can actually see. So yeah, other than that, yeah, again, we'll see you in the next video, y'all. Peace out. Thanks so much for watching.